Live from Germantown, located in the heart of Music City, USA, it's The Tony Show. And now your host, the myth, the man, the legend. It's Tony!
And share it all with you because this is the life of a single guy in Nashville during coronavirus. But got to make the best of it. But I've always enjoyed cooking, so it's kind of put me back in touch with it, so which I really, really appreciate. And tonight we are going to have some shrimp scampi. I've already prepped most of the stuff because a lot of it takes some time. But you know, got my shrimp already peeled, deveined, all that. No tails. Ready to cook. Got my pasta ready, cooked it, put it in, little round circles. It's just easier that way if you see it. But anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take about a quarter stick of butter, throw it in there so I can brown my shrimp. Turn up the heat a little bit. You can use as much butter as you want, just depend. I like a lot of butter on a lot of things, so that always makes me happy. And that's my trash can for right now. I'll get that later. But yeah, you want to get that butter going. You might want to put a little brown. You could brown the butter a little bit. You don't want to do it too much because it'll overcook the shrimp. And once you get the shrimp overcooked, it's all rubbery, and that's man. But yeah, it's just a quick 10-minute meal, really. I mean, after you get cooking, the total prep time is probably 20-25 minutes because the pasta takes the longest to cook and get it tender and ready for, the meal. But yeah. I'm cranking up just a little bit more so this butter gets nice and hot. Then I'll throw my shrimp in and let that saute on each side. You could use little white wine, Chardonnay, dry, whatever your preference is. You don't even have to use wine. You could use a chicken broth if you prefer not to use wine. It's kind of the same thing. The same effects anyway. All right, my butter is getting boiled. I don't want to burn it too much though. So, yeah. Anyway, hope everybody is getting through all this and are able to eat. And I don't mean to be I kind of feel bad sometimes because some people might not be able to eat as much. So I try to keep it down to a minimum. I probably go to about one full meal a day. I treat myself to. That doesn't include snacking and all that all day, but whatever. Anyway, I'm going to throw my shrimp in here now. And what I want to do is get it nice and tender. Once it starts going pink on one side, that's probably when I'll flip it over. But it should only take 2 minutes on each side. Get my handy dandy tongs before I add the rest of my ingredients. As you can see, I have the elephants here. Elephants are good luck, and they're endangered, and they remind me of my grandfather. It's very sentimental to me, but we can get into that kind of story later on. In the meantime, while that is sauteing a bit, I'm going to go over here and chop these mushrooms because I like mushrooms, and you don't have to put that in there. I just like mushrooms a lot. So I'm going to saute these. Watch your fingers, kids. I usually do it, keep one thumb in because you don't want to hit your fingers, obviously. Like I said, don't try this at home. So you just want to slice them nice. I'm using baby portobello mushrooms because I like portobellos, and yeah. A sharp knife, see? I could have taken that. They're easier if you take just the caps off, without the stems, because you could lay them flat like that, and then just go. And I did it successfully without chopping my thumb off, which is a plus. Okay, shrimp is already starting to turn here. So this is good. I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to it. But like I said, just do it to your liking. I like the ground stuff. I'm going to flip that shrimp over a little bit, making a little mess, a lot of butter. That's okay, just don't get it all over yourself. Ooh, what's on there? Something. A couple of those shrimp. Then I'll turn. But see how they're going a little pink? That's how you want it to be. Then you know it's cooking. Or cooked through. Now I'm about to add my wine. Which is a Vin Blanc here. Which is right here, but I already have it. It's about a quarter cup. It's just me. If you're making a bigger recipe, you could use more. I already have it measured out over there, but I'm going to add this to the shrimp while it's sauteing, and then you can burn the alcohol off. And now I'll add my mushrooms too, so I can saute those, get them nice, neat, and tender. If I had a real saute pan, this would be much easier, but I'm working with what I got, so there we go. I'm going to add a little Italian seasoning to it. I'm going to add my pasta after this, and then I already have a sauce already made. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's more butter. But it also has garlic, some red pepper, and stuff like that in it. And garlic, red pepper, black pepper, salt. Yeah. So, and this will be the last of the sauce. After I get these mushrooms tender and cooked, and I add my pasta. So it only takes a few minutes, folks. Like I said, once it gets rolling, it's pretty easy and good to go. Yeah. If you could smell this, it smells divine. I wish you could be there, or be here, I should say, with me. I feel like I should have a glass of wine with this, but I'm not going to. All right, I'm going to start adding my pasta to this. I have it in these little rolls, so it's easier, so I don't just throw it all in there. But yeah, see, you're going to unwind it. Go there. And it's easier to come undone and come apart. If you don't have, usually, just unroll it. And it doesn't take long for the pasta to heat up. So, but all that flavor is smoking through the pasta itself too, so that's good. So when you do put it in, all right, I'm going to let that simmer for a minute. Like I said, let all that steam and all the flavors kind of juice through there. To get rid of my plate. Don't worry, I've washed my hands 9,000 times and used sanitizer. 8,000 times. Which reminds me I need to go buy some more. All right. All right, getting it all mixed in there. See, all that buttery stuff is getting all over the pasta as well with the shrimp and the mushrooms in there. Now I'm going to add my sauce. Won't take long though, because it just heats up. That's all you got to do. It's already. Oh man, it smells so good right now. I want to get all of it. And yes, those little microwave meals you get, see, I repurpose the little things they come in, because they're good. They'll last a couple times more, and you could wash them and reuse them and everything. And yeah. Happy Earth Day. I'm a big proponent of the planet. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Hopefully you don't want it to start sticking, which it kind of is right now, but that's okay. I think it's just the pasta. I should have put more oil on the pasta because it'll make the pasta come apart a lot easier, especially after it's cooking. But I don't want it to be too greasy, so. So yeah, shrimp scampi in a nutshell. Like I said, you could add cloves, you can add all kinds of stuff to make it look pretty, all that I said, but it's just me here, so yeah, that's all I want. Let me find my fork so I can give her a whirl. I'm gonna go ahead and turn down this heat because it's probably done. And a fork. Well, let's see. There it is. Oh. Good stuff. I think I might need a little bit more pepper. And that I will do right here. My pepper grinder doesn't seem to be working. So, I'll go back to the traditional pepper. Comes out a lot easier. All right. That should do the trick. Now, I'm about to go enjoy it. See, I kind of overcooked a little bit because it stuck to the pan. I probably should have done more, like oil, like I said, on the noodles. But that'll work for me. And not too shabby for an amateur, I guess. And I will put that there, a little shrimp on top. Get rid of this. Throw a little bit more Italian seasoning on it. Like I said, you can throw parsley on there, cheese, whatever, man. Whatever floats your boat. But, yeah. Don't see the mess I made? Obviously, not a pro. But, essentially, this is what you get. Shrimp scampi, real easy, nothing fancy, but delicious. So yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy this, and you all enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for joining me again, and hopefully we can do more fun stuff. Seriously, if you want to go watch the YouTube, it's on there, or have suggestions on my Facebook for stuff you want me to do. Like I said, it doesn't always have to be cooking; it could be something else. I don't know. Put me on my own adventure in my apartment, because this 900 square feet is all I have. So. Stay safe out there, but I'm happy with this. I have food and a roof over my head. I'm not in a hurry to get out there and take over the world just so I could come right back here again for another 3 months. And you shouldn't be either. So, yeah. I'm going to go enjoy, and y'all enjoy the rest of your night too. So, all right. Au revoir.